Police speed to the scene and find the caller, Raphael Robb, waiting for them as instructed.
Sir, did you call the police?
My wife, she's on the kitchen floor.
Mr. Robb, we're gonna have to go in and check out the house. I'll need you to wait here.
Dr. Robb told Officer Bauman that he'd come home and found his wife murdered in the kitchen. And we wanted to make sure that there was nobody else in the house.
When they enter the house, they're looking for suspects or other victims. It's a dangerous situation, and it's very intense at that point because those officers don't know what they're going to find.
There was a woman laying in the kitchen. There was blood all over her face, all around the body.
This is the police! If there's anyone in there, you need to come out now!
With the house cleared, the responding officers return to the kitchen, where Ellen Robb's body lies crumpled on the floor.
The crime scene in the kitchen of the Robb home was very bloody. Every wall, the ceiling, and the floor had blood on them. Mrs. Robb was not recognizable. Her face had significant damage done to it. The evidence at the scene suggested she was wrapping Christmas presents at the time she was attacked. It was a gruesome crime scene.
They're photographing the scene, taking measurements. They actually took the tile from the kitchen with the footprints on them.
So he comes to the back door, breaks the glass, reaches in, opens the door, and he's in.
Into the kitchen, sees Ellen. Shotgun. Boom, and runs back out.
So where's the glass? I mean, there's glass right here, but there's no trace of any glass anywhere else in the house.
When we examined the glass, it did not appear to have been walked on. It did not appear as if the door had been even opened. If somebody had broken the glass and unlocked the door and then walked on the glass, there would have been traces of glass leading up to the kitchen area.
There's something else that doesn't make sense. Ellen Robb's car is still in the driveway.
Now, I've been with the police department 20 plus years, and one of the things I specialize in is residential burglaries. Most burglars are not going to pick a house where there's a car in the driveway. If you walked around the back of the house, she was in the kitchen, you would have seen her. It just didn't make sense that you would break into a house where a woman's sitting in the kitchen.
And the biggest question for detectives is the brutality of the murder.
In my experience, most burglars beat feet. They're running. They're not going to engage this woman. Why would you do that? There's no reason.
At this point, we are fairly certain now that this is not a burglary that had gone wrong. It was clear that Ellen Robb was targeted. We then had to prove who would want Ellen dead.